Well, shemai pawb, how are you all? I've got another book that you can use for our reading challenge, because one of the categories on our second reading challenge and on the first one is to read a book about animals. This one is about this little boy who goes to feed the birds in the park, but he eats the bread himself. And can you see all the geese and the ducks and the other birds? It's called Quacky, Quack, Quack. And there's lots and lots of animal noises in this book, so you might have to help me. Are we ready? This little baby had some bread. His mummy gave it to him for the ducks, but he started eating it instead. Lots of little ducky things came swimming along, thinking it was feeding time, but they were wrong. This is also a rhyming book, so you can have this for your first challenge for a rhyming book. The baby held on to the bag. He wouldn't let go, and the crowd of noisy ducky things started to grow. They made a lot of ducky noises, quacky, quack, quack. Then a whole load of geese swam up and went honk, honk at the back. And when a band went marching by in gold and red and black, nobody could hear the tune. All they could hear was honk, honk, quacky, quack, quack. Louder, boys, said the bandmaster. Give it a bit more puff. So the band went toot, toot, ever so loud, but it still wasn't enough. Now, can you see these little lines? The illustrator, that's the one who draws the pictures, he's drawn those little lines to show you that all these musical instruments are making a really loud noise. And the noise from the big trombone is so big that it's blown his hat off. Actually, that might not be a trombone. No, I think that's the trombone. I'll have to find out what this one is. Then all over the city, including the city zoo, all the animals heard the noise and started making noises too. All the donkeys went ee-aw, ee-aw. All the dogs went woof, woof. All the snakes went sss. All the crocodiles went snap, snap. All the mice went squeaky, squeaky. All the lions went roar. Then one little boy piped up and said, I know what this is all about. That's my baby brother with a bag of bread. I'll soon have this sorted out. Now what's he got? He's got a heaving yard. He's got an ice cream, hasn't he? He ran over to where the baby was holding his bag of bread and not giving any to the birdies, but eating it instead. And he said, what about some for the ducky birds? But the baby started to scream. So his brother said, if you let me hold the bag, I'll let you hold my ice cream. Then the boy said, quiet all you quack quacks and stop pushing. You're all going to get fed. And he put his hand in the paper bag and brought out a handful of bread. Look, they're all quite happy now. Honk, honk, honk. All the ducks and the moorhens. And there's the baby covered in ice cream. So all the birds went quiet and the band stopped playing too. And all the animals stopped making a noise, including the animals in the zoo. And suddenly the baby realised they were all waiting for a crumb. So he gave the ice cream back and he took a great big handful of bread and threw all the ducky birds some. Then all the hungry ducky birds were ever so glad they'd come. Honk, honk, and instead of going honk, honk, quacky, quack, quack, all the birdies said, yum, yum. Look at that, all the noise from those different animals. And they're all happy now, aren't they? The ducks and the geese and the moorhens. And that's the end. Wedi Gorffen. So that's a great one for our book, our challenge about reading a book about animals, because there was a whole zoo load of animals in there, wasn't there? So shall we sing our goodbye song? 1, 2, 3. Hwyl fawr ffrindiau, hwyl fawr ffrindiau, hwyl fawr ffrindiau, mae'n amser dweud hwyl fawr. Twralwra bantynni, 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 twralwra bantynni, mae'n amser dweud hwyl fawr. See you all soon, hwyl fawr.